Today we're going to look at several editing functions built in with Telerik's RadDiagrams. RadDiagrams is part of Telerik's RAD controls for Silverlight WPF control suite for .NET XAML development. In this video, we will explore the copy, paste, cut, delete functions in RadDiagrams from Visual Studio 2010. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we are, we're back inside of Visual Studio 2010, and we're working on the same project that we worked on in the first part of this series, which was our Getting Started video. And if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out at tv.telerik.com, and you can just do a search for Getting Started with RadDiagram. So in this video, we're going to add copy, paste, delete, and cut functionality with our diagram. In this project, we had our references set up, which was our telerik.windows.controls, our Telerik Windows Controls diagram, and telerik.windows.diagram.core. We also have a little bit of XAML set up. We have our rad diagram, and then we have our rad diagram shapes, and then we've set up a couple of connections between these items. So if we go back and we run this application, we can see that it looks like the following. And if we go back and we click on our pen tool, we see that we have these items. Well, one of the things that most of your users would like to do would be able to select an item and have the ability to copy and paste that item on the screen. They would also like the ability to, of course, delete items. So let's go ahead and let's add in that functionality to the rad diagram. So I'm going to close out of Internet Explorer, and I'm simply going to toggle a couple of properties here. So the first one that I'm going to add in is allow copy, and I'm going to set that to true. This will allow us to copy an element. I'm then going to add in allow paste, and that will allow our end user to paste an item. And then, of course, they would like to have the ability to delete an item, and we're also going to add in the ability to cut an item. So let's go ahead and let's run this application again. So now that our application has loaded, I'm just going to click on the pen tool, and I'm going to move our items into place, and I'm going to select a rad diagram number 7. So if I hit Control C on my keyboard, you will see that this message by Silverlight pops up. So it says, do you want to allow this web application to access your clipboard? So this was actually built into Silverlight version 4, and now we have the ability to use that with things such as Telerik's RadDiagram. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit yes here. So this item is placed onto our clipboard. I could now hit a Control V, and when I do that, I now have my item. So that covers copying and pasting, but we also added in functionality to cut an item. So I could select the diagram number 1, and I can do a Control X, and as you see, that item just disappeared. And then, of course, I can go back and I can do the Control V, and the item will appear again. So the last thing to cover is actually deleting an item. So I could select maybe diagram number 2, and I could hit the delete button, and that item is no longer added to our rad diagram. So this video is part 2 of a 5-part series. The first one we covered Getting Started with RadDiagram. In this one we have covered copy, pasting, cutting, and deleting. And our next one we're going to look at adding custom shape elements, and then customizing the look and feel of RadDiagram, and then finally using the rad ribbon bar with RadDiagram. As always, tune in to tv.telerik.com for more videos, and check out blogs.telerik.com for the latest news and announcements. Thank you for watching.